Hello, everyone. It's been a while. So, today I said I'm going to make that video on why I'm not going to advise anyone to quickly change their names from their maiden name to their husband's surname immediately after they get married. I did that and I'm still suffering for it as I'm talking to you right now. And I'm not very happy about it. My husband knows about it. He's part of this problem. And I know he's not very happy with what's happening himself. So, yeah, so after I got married, I was very quick to change my name because nobody advised me properly. And to give some background, I'm not making this video for you if you have not done anything in your name. You're 25, you're 20, 19. You've not done anything in your name. It's okay if you want to change your name, okay? So I didn't marry at 25. At the time I was married, I had done quite some things in my name, in my father's name, okay? And it was up to me to either change that name or retain my name. The second thing I want to talk about here is there's actually no law that says that a woman must change her name when she gets married. There is a legal document that you have after you get married that is recognized. Okay, so there is nothing that says you have to change your name because a lot of people would come out now under this video and start saying that I'm advising our women, not to change their name. So it's a thing of choice, really, if you ask me. So for me, at the time I got married, I went and did that name change. And at this time, I had my NIN in my maiden name, okay? And I had done the changes of my name on the BVN. And now there is a law in Nigeria where it says that for anyone to change their passport, those details will have to align. And for me, at the time I did my name change, I had my passport that was quite active, talking about my international passport. And one thing I didn't want to do was to start changing my details on that passport. So my international passport has my maiden name, that's my father's name. And that's what I've been using for all my trips. Even when I have to travel with my kids, I just prove that I'm their mother. I said I wasn't going to change the details on my passport. And that's simply because to change my name on my passport, at the time it was, I inquired, I needed to travel to Abuja, leave my work in Lagos, or look for a time during my vacation, time I should be relaxing, because I said my name is now a Mrs. Something. I would now have to leave my comfort zone, travel to a new state to start a process of name change on my passport. And I told myself, I don't think I have the time for that. I don't think I want to commit the resources to that. It's both a waste of my time, it's a waste of my money. I'm not interested in that name change and I'm not going to do it. So I decided to retain my name. A lot of married people went through all that thing. It's their choice, like I said. Me, I don't like anything that gives me unnecessary stress, especially when I think is just not necessary. So I chose to retain my name on that passport, okay? Yeah. And with the changes in the policies in Nigeria today, I am one of the married women that is affected. Number one, I don't have an NIN, a national identity printout. I have an NIN number. Yeah, because I did that. But I can't print out an NIN today because I went in ignorance to change my name to my status name. Right now, my BVN is in a different name, my NIN is in a different name, and I'm not able to resolve that issue today. I tried to make inquiries on how to resolve that, and I was being asked to go and do that name change that I said I'm not going to do. I was going to have to come back to recapture and go through all those processes. If you have gone through the NIN process, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people have to leave their homes as early as 6 o'clock just to go and queue up to get their NIN done. And this is all because I am Mrs. Something. I changed my name, and now I have to go through a process to get my NIN updated. And I said I'm not going to do that. So I'm now in a different country, and the name I'm answering is my maiden name because that's the detail of my international passport, which I explained to you that I don't intend to change my name on that document ever. So my current name in my current location on my document is my maiden name. I got a certain offer at some point, and this thing also came up. They had asked me to declare my names, and I declared my current name, which is on my document, and my status name. And that started a whole series of issues. I had been given the offer in my maiden name, and when I declared my status name, they started changing my details on the offer. And I said, sorry, you can't change the details of my offer because I am this person. This is the name I have. This is the name that is on my document. So if you're asking me to provide documentation in my marriage name, I don't have any documents to give you. That means we won't be able to make progress on this offer. And that dragged for a whole month, going back and forth before I was able to get that resolved, all to change of name. And I was really sad, because I was just asking myself, this is all because I did a name change. If I had retained my one name so that everywhere I go, I'm being called one name. I think that the whole process of name change makes a woman to look very confused because you're answering this name, you're answering another name. Everybody's trying to identify you. I still remember one of the times I needed to, because my accounts in Nigeria are in my status name, and I needed to buy FX for a purpose, and because I need to buy that FX with my international passport, I need to prove my identity. I am being subjected to all sorts of scrutiny because I did a name change that nobody begged me to do. I just signed myself into problem by making that name change, and so these are some of the reasons why when I think about that name change, in fact, if I have any problem in my life right now, it is how to remove my status name from my name, because that is the issue I'm having right now. It's affecting a whole lot of things for me. Like I said, this, may not, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying if you're not in this situation. Yeah, for me, it's affecting a lot. And I have told myself that I am not going to change my the details of my documents to my status name because I don't have the time to start running about going to Abuja, paying all sorts of money, calling all sorts of people to effect a name change because I started a process that I should not have even started in the first place. Like I said, if there's nothing happening on your name, this may not apply to you. It's okay for you to change your name on time and, move on with that. But for me, there are certain things on my name and there are certain things on certain documents that I have that, is the reason why I'm having to make these changes in my name. And it's costing me a lot. Yesterday, I was with my bank for almost an hour in a telephone conversation because I'm currently discussing with them to update my BVN information back to my maiden name. And it's causing a whole lot of issues for me. Um, a whole lot of issues. I just cannot begin to explain, the kind of stress I'm being put through because of this name change that I have done. And while I'm still thinking about it, recently my husband sent me documents, some update he needed to do on his pension. And another thing clicked in my head, yet a new problem, and all these issues because I did a name change. My details on my pension is my status name. And right now I'm trying to rework everything back to my maiden name. And it's taking me a whole lot of time. It's costing me money. I don't even know how much extra I'm going to have to pay to resolve some of these things. The time is taking me, the stress, I'm going through to have to explain to every person concerned who should be doing this for me. Personally, I'm very unhappy that I was quick to go and effect that name change when I did. And if you're watching me today, you are married, you didn't marry young, you think you have done a couple of things in your name. I don't think it makes any sense really to start a name change, especially if you're working with somebody who is enlightened. Because honestly, I don't even understand what is in that name that we're changing. If anybody wants to know that you're married or wants to know your status, there are documents to provide to show them. It doesn't have to be when your name has changed. Okay. So these are some of the concerns I have. And I said I was going to share this with my friends and fans out there. Yesterday was not a very good day for me because I spent the bulk of my afternoon having an extensive conversation, exchanging a lot of emails with the bank, having to call them, having to explain so many things. I have to go through all sorts of process because I changed my name. And now this thing is going to, I'm trying to fix it. Not to talk of scenarios where your partner, you have to, people who have left a certain partner, they have done a name change and that partner ceases to be their partner. There's just a whole lot of complication. I don't understand why a woman has to go through all these things and men are just, chilling out in the same world that we live in. These are some of the things that I'm speaking up against. We are living in the same world. I don't understand why it is a woman that has to, keep on, trying to change herself to be everything for the world and, for men to accommodate us. The man doesn't need to change his name. He doesn't need to pay all this money. He's not sending mails anywhere. He's just enjoying himself. I'm the one who is running around doing all these things, because they said women marry, then go and change your name. I'm never going to advise anybody to change their names. If you meet me any day and tell me about name change, trust me, you're going to hear a no from me because I'm right in it. Going through this process now is costing me a lot of stress. a lot of issues with my documentation, a lot of delays in certain things I should ordinarily have. And that's all because I did a name change. So I don't know your own experience. Feel free to share with me, what you have been through on this journey of name change. I would especially love to read, from people who maybe they lost their partners, or they're separated or not living with their partners anymore and they have changed their name, or maybe there's a new man they want to marry. Are you going to change your name again? How many times are you going to change your name? So these are some questions I would like to hear your answers to. So you have a great evening. Bye.